I'm done. Hopefully I don't qualify because I won't do it. I don't have any lights. I got all kinds of good excuses. Yeah, so much for that. And welcome to Why Rush Racing. This is the Ozark 100 miler, and more importantly, this is Moto 3. But first, big thank you to Marionville Power Sports for sponsoring this amazing event. Without you, I don't know if this would happen. All right, so yeah, here we are, Moto 3. I just want to point out Nick Farringer, national level dude, off-road bad A. The sixth guy over, Jordan Ashburn, same. Logan Lowry, our local hero, national dude, and they're Nick Farringer doesn't get a good start, but Logan does. Jordan, I believe, gets the whole shot. So well done, guys. So yeah, there's a ton of pros there, and look at this. I'm only one row behind those guys. Like usually I'm like 5 or 6 plus rows back, and boy, this first time I've ever lined up with A dudes on the start. There's A vet, there's one B guy here, and then 2 B vet guys. And Chili said, all right guys, I didn't announce this before, but $100 whole shot award. I'm like, you know what? I can get that. I can do it. I don't know if I can or not, but you know what? I'm gonna try. Cool. Thank you everybody for cheering for me. I do appreciate it. Everybody appreciates it when you get a little bit of rooting on. So thank you. All right, so we're off. Uh-oh. Not whole shot start quality. Kind of get pinched off there, and I just start falling back. All right, so this is the first time I've ever ridden at night. The first time well, that's not true. I've ridden like around, the yard at night and stuff like that. But first time I'm ever using headlights on the bike or myself. All right, so this corner here, I'm not really seeing. I'm kind of going from memory. And there's a berm there, and I thought I was going to ride it. I did not, so my front end kind of washed out, and down I go. And there's Gary, my classmate, the Kentuckian. If you haven't watched my first video, I highly recommend you do that. And also, I do want to, real quick, get this out of there. A ton of people have been subscribing lately. I am so close. As of right now, I'm only 10 people away from 1,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, if you enjoy this content, go ahead and subscribe. Take a moment to do it. I appreciate it. And while you're doing that, if you haven't watched Moto 2, go back and watch that. It's good time. All right, so anyways, like I was saying, first time I have ever ridden at night. A ton of people to thank. First of all, the Frankfurts for giving me the headlight that's on the bike. Donnie Arnett, he said, hey, just want to borrow my whole helmet. It was my night helmet, and it already has the headlights and all that stuff on it. Just put the batteries in your Camelback. I'm like, yeah, if it fits, I'll wear it. So thank you. Oh.
It was well, I got two. I went 2-2. It's 2 motos. B vet. I'm done. Hopefully I don't qualify because I won't do it. I don't have any lights. I got all kinds of good excuses.
I got a kick out of that. That's why I put it back in there again. I was pretty convinced I was done, and I'm full of baloney. There's no way I'm going to pass up an opportunity to do the night moto of the 100 miler. I was just trying to justify me not qualifying for it. Yes, I'm insanely tired right now. Yeah, I kind of really was looking forward to spectating and getting some awesome videos of just all these amazing riders coming through. Something special and chain breaker. But not to be. I'd rather get personally, yes, I'd like to get the third, the spectator view, but man, having the honor of actually racing Moto 3. I don't know how many people know this, but 2014 was the 100 miler, was the first Hare Scramble I ever went to, and that was as a spectator. And I was like, is Hare Scrambling something I'm interested in? And obviously the answer is yes. It is something I'm way into. And so what happened is that spring I bought my first race bike. Up to then I've ridden like XR100s, XR200s, the air-cooled dirt bikes. All right, here we are at Bastard Hill, the hill right before the VW. And so yeah, this is my first like water-cooled race bike. Well, not this one here, the two-stroke I had. And yeah, I've been racing ever since, and I'm hooked. I won't lie. So think about that though. 2018, qualified for the night moto in 2014 was the first race I've ever seen. So I don't know, not to brag. Yeah, humble brag. I don't know. It's probably bragging. But anyways, I think that's pretty good progress for a mere amateur like me. And and I can't ride all the time either. I'm, you know, wife, kids, all that stuff. Sports, going crazy with the kids right now. All right, so yeah, get to the bottom of Bastard Hill, and here we are coming up on the VW. I kind of like my lower line, so I'll take it up here. But riding at night is funny, because I don't know if you noticed at the beginning or not, but one thing you kind of notice is this is one of the first things I noticed is all this stuff flopping up off my front wheel. Like at first I was catching my eye, all that stuff, I was trying to watch it all. Can't, shouldn't, don't. You know, you don't see it during the daylight really, so why should I be caring about that at night? The other thing that was a little different about this was it's a little more challenging to actually see ruts. I didn't see ruts quite as well with the lights because everything's kind of in line with my line of sight as I would during the daytime. Some people said, you know, you kind of get fixated sometimes on the beams themselves, not necessarily, you know, what they're lighting up. Never had that issue so much. The only issue I had with lights just being a distraction was my left light. I could kind of have it, I could kind of see on my head, I could kind of see the front of the lens. But again, once I kind of tuned, you kind of had to tune things out. I had to tune these little specks flying up off my front wheel. Had to tune out that left light, and then tune in. But once you kind of get tuned in, you're good. So up here, I believe, is where the cutoff would be for 208. So surprisingly, I didn't know this. Right here, I believe, is where we go left, 208. No 208 at night, so not upset about that at all. But they replaced that with chain breaker, which, you know, I don't know. Chain breaker was a little shorter. 208 was a pretty long thing. Chain breaker up here, getting close. It's pretty fairly relatively short. All right, so here we have Austin and Corey. Corey, well done on the B win, and Austin, well done just qualifying for the night race. He's an A rider. It's a little more challenging to win those classes. So one thing that was kind of cool is, like Jeff up here, he's the course worker, and then later on another course worker. You know, they're local guys, so we all kind of know each other, and nobody really expected me to make it. And a lot of these guys, they've been so busy working the course, they had no idea that I did make it.
So stay far left.
I got a kick out of Jeff's reaction. He had no idea. He's like, what the heck are you doing here? But yeah, he was saying stay to the left, which he was absolutely right. And I got another video from Doug that he sent it to me. Really shows you kind of the difference between where I'm trying to go, even though right now I'm stuck, versus where not to go, which is really I should have stayed a little more further to the right here, then get to the left. But I really took a stay to the left to heart, and I'm like right on that rivet. But this is, like I mentioned in my last video, momentum. Like, just having momentum super helps. Just getting over that little ledge right there that I was kind of stuck on. If you had just an inkling more than what I had, I would have just bounced right up and over it. So yeah, this is chain breaker. This is a new element. I don't think they've done it before. So now I got to go across these rocks, and there's like a 1.5 foot, 2 foot ledge on the far side I got to pop up. So get across the rocks, ledge. I thought I was past the hard part. Then I hit this. There's like a slab rock right here. My foot slides, I go down. You know, that's how it rolls. And now I think I'm done. Oh yeah, so here's Doug. Doug, thank you for sending me this. So yeah, see what I'm saying about here? If you go to the right, there's just a ton. It's a lot more bouldery over there. Now, if you're good, not me, in other words, you could go that way probably and be relatively okay. If you are me, you stick to the left. That's all there is to it. It's awesome. This lighted section had people there. It's kind of, you don't really notice the fishbowl effect. Like, everybody's watching it so much. You're just so focused on trying to get up. There's Austin. Oh, taking a spill. Might have tried to look a little cooler if I actually knew that, you know, he had a couple hundred people staring at you. All right, so yeah, thank you, Doug. All right, so I think I'm done, like, done. Then I'm like,
Jesus.
I'm like, what is this ledge? Nobody's back here. But it turns out to not be that bad. It's kind of, it had a little bit of a slope to it, so you could just kind of hit it and roll right up it. As long as you had some decent momentum. So there we are. And that, my friends, is Chainbreaker. And I think this is kind of cool riding back. I guess this trail is kind of how you get down to Chainbreaker. So there's all these people just along the trail. And more so over here. There and there. There and there. Oh, no, that's not. You got my dad here up on the right somewhere. Nope, not that. Yep, no. Bunch of people. Oh, there it is. There he is on the right, in the gray. And he did take a video, but all you can really see is headlights. And so, yeah, not very usable. All right, so this is, if you did watch the night mode, or the Moto 2, this is the Bouldery Creek, or what I forgot, like Rocky Creek, or something like that. I don't know. It's a creek. And kind of loose, and then it gets a little more, you know, bowling ball size up here. Just not terribly challenging, but after you've done, so let's see here, I'm at mile 79 about now for the day. So right here is where it starts to get challenging. Nope, right here is where it starts to get challenging. So it kind of follows the wet line, you know, you'll do all right. Try to stay on your pegs, use your feet for balance when needed. Keep a little bit, keep the momentum. Boom, and you're done. So, problem I haven't had lately, because I've been riding quite a bit faster, is foggy goggles. But now I'm at this pedestrian pace because I'm just exhausted. And I got foggy goggles and there's nothing I can do about it. Ah, so frustrating. So I take them off. I'm like, can't see, so let's just go. And onward we go. Alright, so, as I mentioned, I had, you know, lights right there. So, okay, I had lights. Now I have light on this side of my helmet. Actually, they're both still kind of there. In addition to kind of being like this weird kind of Velcro on, Donnie was duct taped them on as well. So right now it's hanging on, the right side's hanging on by tape. I'm trying to get it re-Velcroed on. I think the tape's kind of in the way of the Velcro. It's not really working. So I got this weird light on the right side dangling out. No, something else I now got to tune out as I'm trying to find my way through the woods. But I don't know if I said it or not, but once you kind of tune things out and kind of figure out how to ride at night, with the headlight I have on my bike and then the two lights on my helmet, dude, it was like almost running like daylight. I mean, it just really wasn't that bad. You got pretty good tunnel vision. You know, you're looking where you're looking forward. You know, I'm not out. Obviously, I'm not going to be out sightseeing, you know, for the top of the mountains and whatnot, because you can't see anything. But what I need to see, I can see. It was pretty awesome. Didn't expect to be able to see that well, to be honest with you. And you know, I'll say, oh, so this is the bottom of Jack Spades. And one thing that's kind of cool here, it's hard to see. It's where I'm at. There's like this little stream coming down. So you got these kind of muddy but yet clean rocks. And so I'm going up that creek. So yeah, this is Jack of Spades. Once again, this was also in Moto 2. A lot more people here during the daytime, I can say that much. And I make it. Yeah, it's kind of weird, you know, after being here during the day, just, you know, people all over the hills and stuff like that, both racers and course workers. And here we are at King Kenny. It was kind of odd just to be here at night all by your lonesome and just, you felt kind of isolated and alone. It's just weird. So one thing probably should have done earlier is shift down to first. So here's like the first time I shifted down to first to get up these hills. So I'm just not really going fast enough up these hills to do it in second. And it really helped me there and later on down the road. And to be honest with you, I got so tired doing this that I spent a lot of time in second gear. Usually I race in third and fourth. Oh, okay, so finally I find somebody. Can you help me? This light over here? Yeah, can you Velcro it back on?
Yeah. Let's see, where the hell is it Velcro at? Oh,
So I'm holding my hands there. I'm trying to actually, you can't really see it too. I'm trying to reflect light off my hands and back.
What's
helmet.
loose?
okay. Oh, here. Put this one over top. He's got tape on it. So,
If you need to take the tape off, take it off.
here. There, you're good for now.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Awesome.
So, thank you guys very much for the assistance. And here, that puts us right into Queen Bee. This is all part of the Royals back-to-back hills. Took me about 5 minutes to get through all this during the Moto 2 race. So much easier when I can go sneak to the right here now. Boom, check that out. Saw Moto 2, I was forced to go left, a little more challenging. And then a fun little steep hill here. Just kind of get a tractor up. So if you know anything about the 100 miler, you know all about a little hill called something special. And so this Moto 3 is a 3-lap race. They make it a little shorter laps, roughly 8.3 miles. I just want to say real quick that this kind of riding here is so exhausting for me. It's like this tight stuff where you can't just lean your bike, you gotta steer around all these little trees. Oh my gosh, it wears me out like nothing else. But anyways, Moto 3, 3 laps, 8.3 miles. And we actually, if you do all 3 laps, so exhausting. You actually go up something special only twice. So we would bypass it lap 1. Everything else you do 3 times. So, but something special is truly something special. And it's something that you should highly respect because it's a pain. Alright, so up here coming up, and once again, I keep referencing back to Moto 2. If you haven't seen it, go do it. And while you're there, go ahead and subscribe too. But what I was going to say is Gary, my fellow classmate, the Kentuckian, here's where I soon did this earlier too. Where I knocked into him, so I think I'm getting ready to turn right here. So I'm getting ready to turn left. I'm like, whoop, nope, didn't go that way. It goes off to the left here, hop on a different trail, go somewhere else. Anyways, it was interesting. Oh, did I mention I'm tired? I was pretty tired. All right, so this is a creek that I shouldn't say that. We didn't race in this today, so it's a new section for here. I'm pretty sure I've ridden in this creek at some point. I come out to HHR just to ride around here in Chadwick. Chadwick's, I'll be honest with you, I if I don't want to do any damage to my bike, I go here because the trails are pretty well established, fairly straightforward. Chadwick, man, it is rough, and you could really do some. But if you want to learn, well, anywhere in the Ozarks, Chadwick's an awesome place to ride. So is here. If you're thinking about doing a road trip and you want some awesome riding that's kind of like this, go to Chadwick. They have some awesome single track trails, and just if you want a challenge, just go there. It's awesome. And well, after watching this, I need to learn some more hard enduro skills, I guess you could call it. All right, what's going on here? Oh, yes. So cliffhanger. If you remember Moto 2, once again, sorry, I keep referencing it. If you haven't seen it, go see it. I kept looking for cliffhanger. Cliffhanger is like a spot that I know we are getting close to crossing the creek, and once we cross the creek, there's only like so many miles left, very like mile or two, until we get done with the lap and start our next lap. So I know now I'm like at mile, let's call it 7, you know? Okay, so this is the wall. I crossed the creek already. Alright, so at the beginning I went right, but not all the way right. And you'll see, I think, kind of where I would deviate as we go. So the main line kind of goes straight up. I'm going to head a little more to the right because there's this little ledge about halfway up if I just go straight here. Shift down to first. So yeah, this is where I go all the way right, not the next one over. And get to here. Not terrible. But I made it here a lot better I did during the day. My rear tire's kind of in a hole though right now from people like me doing what I'm doing right now, just digging it. And what was kind of cool and pretty well expected is this guy come walking out of the woods. I'm like, oh my god, it's like I don't know, some kind of serial killer dude. Ah! No, that's Scott. Scott is totally awesome.
Hey, Scott. Can you hold it up real quick?
And he kind of had the reaction that Jeff did, like, Charlie, what are you doing out here?
Thank you. Well, that's just to keep the reflection down. All right, look out. Here I go. Thank you.
So, yeah, what Scott was pointing out is all the duct tape all over my handlebars. And it's serving no structural purpose of any sort. The only purpose of it was, and thank you, Donnie, for recommending this, is there's a lot of, not necessarily reflective, but it's bright, I guess, if you shine a light on it. For example, aluminum handlebars or aluminum bark busters, stuff like that. And then along with my steering stabilizer. So what we did is just take some black duct tape and put it over it, and oh, that's the closest I got to it, like a trail crash, not involving large rocks in the night moto. I take that as a win. And I don't know what happened there, but something happened. Rear tire felt like it just kind of whoop, and off you go. All right, so this is Pee Wee Creek. I have not shown video of this. By the time I got here, Moto 2, the camera was dead. So nice little rock sections here. Here it kind of gets a little hairy. Right here. I don't remember what I did there during the day, but I decided at night the best course of action was go far left, do like this 90-degree turn, go right. And this is like an abundance of caution. If I was feeling fresh, probably just gone straight down the thing. And then here's where I keep messing up. I get past that hard stuff, then I somehow bounce off to the left and get caught up in those boulders, rocks down there. Anyways, that was Pee Wee Creek.
It's kind of cool how you can see not only where people are behind you, but like I see, I can get closer to something special. Which I'm not doing this lap. Fun to go up and down. Or down than up.
Can't even think straight. So yeah, Snow Hill, and off to the right, see those lights over there? Well, if I look off to the right, that's something special. And that is where the magic happens. So, I don't know if anybody's ever heard of American Hard Enduro. If you haven't, check them out. It's pretty.
Bob.
So where Bob's standing, if I go that way, or straight right there, to the right, that would take me to something special. For lap 1, he's like, go that way, don't go this way, because you're not doing something special this lap. Anyways, American Hard Enduro, what they're trying to do is just promote the hard enduro scene here in the United States. You know, we hear all about it in Europe and whatnot, the West, World Enduro Super Series and whatnot. So this is the crowd. Yep, here's Dad.
Here. I'm not using these.
Give Dad my goggles. There's no use.
No, I don't need them. Just
Yeah.
hold them. Okay.
Slow as I'm going, they'll just fog up. So here we go. Anyways, World Enduro Super Series, you know, it's an official series. We do not have something like that here in the United States. The American Hard Enduro dudes, check them out on Facebook. Tell them the 100 miler guys, you know, we sent you that way if you want to follow them. Say, awesome. And, but they're really promoting like these type of races. You know, the rev limiter, the TKO. Of course, TKO is a little bit of a name on its own. Just a ton of these. I don't know if King of the Motos is still around or not, but there's a number of races where, and they have an unofficial series, and this is actually the final series. All right, so here we are back through VW. Again, going through my low line, nothing too crazy here. But yeah, check them out, and hopefully they keep the 100 miler as part of their unofficial series. And congratulations to Jordan Ashburn for winning the inaugural season of that. And then Nick Farringer got second. So well done, Jordan and Nick. Alright, so here we are coming back up through Chainbreaker. Man, I got an admission to make. By the time you'll see here in a bit, I don't have helmet cam footage of me going through something special. Not too happy with myself, but it's lessons learned. Didn't plan on going this far, and next year hopefully I'll make better provisions. But anyways, stay left is the rule of thumb, right? Keep some momentum, and don't be a goober. So let's see if I can do it any better than last time. So far, what's going on? Hey! Not too shabby. No Jordan Ashburn, but you know what? I'll take it. See, the crowd here is a lot smaller now because they've all ventured over to something special to watch the carnage that's about to take place over there. You'll see. Because I do, even though I don't have helmet cam footage, I do have some footage. And yeah, it's, there's a lot of metal smashing over there. And grinding. And then one last ledge here. We're done with Chainbreaker. Boom. Alright, so yeah, here's where I realized, you know, I really should just take my camera off, turn it off, save my battery for something special. Little did I know, I only had like 30 seconds left anyways. What good that did me. Alright, so here I am putting it back in after I turned it on. What? Boom! I had magically transported to something special. And here's my dad giving me some advice.
He is right now. How are you feeling?
Who is that right now?
I don't know who he's. You got to stay over where the people.
Did he just come through?
No. Yeah, that's far as he's gotten. He's been 20 minutes there trying to get out. Charlie, it's brutal.
Oh, I know. All right.
He's gonna come back and take me with it.
So this is Rylan, and Rylan, thank you for the headlight on the bike. I do appreciate it. In fact, I'm blocking it here so I don't blind him, give him some light. And you're gonna see the very start of my first attempt, and I just want to say I make it about 5 feet up that, and then I crash. I have to come back down, try it all again. Not a good sign of things to come. Can't even get across the easiest part here.
You want to go first, Ryan, or you take a break?
So it cuts out. Anyways, eventually I get up further. If you watched Aaron Blavel's video, if you haven't, watch it. That guy is a trooper. So here's Cole Hensley. If you're local or even national, you know who Cole is. He's super fast dude. He's won this race, I think, more than once. He's telling me, seat bounce it, just get up it. I'm like, man, I honestly don't know how to seat bounce. I think I understand the concept of it, but I've never intentionally seat bounced to get over something. And here I am, 90 miles in, trying to seat bounce whatever this is. This is like a ledge before you even get to the hard stuff. Of course, it's hard in its own right there. So this is a very limited section through here to get to the lighted section. Up here ahead, there's like a little split where you can go left or right. I get far as up as I can to kind of get out of the way of other people. And so I'm leaving a line in case I get people lapping and come through. So here's Travis Renaud. I forget how old he is, 16, 17. Super fast dude. He races like he goes up these things, just wide open throttle. And I'm trying to help him. Spectators cannot help in these lighted areas. Racers can't help racers. And I'm like, I'm stuck anyways. I got a bike in front of me. I can't really go up. Let him go up. That's super scary helping him. I'm afraid I'm going to get caught up in his rear tire or something. So I'm there pushing him again from the rear.
He is so tired. What does he weigh? Probably 100.
He's a trooper though. He doesn't know the definition of quit. So watch his sprocket here. Rear sprocket. Wait, is it here? Seat bounce it. See, I need to be up front pulling them up. There we are. There's the rear sprocket. Sparks flying. There we go. There you go.
Keep going.
So lap one. Whenever lap two, I guess everybody comes through for the first time. Travis, this is his third and final time. Second time up this hill, but final time.
Charlie's getting a good look at what he's doing.
I'm still blocked. I can't go anywhere, so there's no point on me sitting on my bike. I might as well get up here and help if I can, or just kind of try to figure out where on earth I'm going to go. Okay, so this guy here is kind of blocking me in, so now I'll have an opportunity to actually get on my bike and try something. So a lot of these guys are going far left. The consensus is, for me at least, was to kind of go in the middle somewhere. Left middle. And here's where I am. Stuck. I got my front wheel where I wanted it to be. Oh, no, I'm still turning here. That's right. Kind of did this up one way, did a little pivot turn, kind of face this way. Now I want to get up the seat bounce thing again. I got to practice that if I'm going to do this ever again, which I hope to now. He's getting a rock shower there. And I gotta get up that little ledge. It's that simple. And here's also convinced me,
Did anybody ever come up to here?
and this is why I do not do a third lap.
It wouldn't be that first.
And you can thank Jeff, thank you. So Jeff's not supposed to be helping me. Up to this point, he hasn't helped me.
It looks good, but you got this tree hanging here.
All right. So there's me seat bouncing, obviously. Awesome job, Charlie. Okay, so Jeff's helping me here. It's not supposed to, but he's like, man, I'm not really racing anybody else. The other guy, Kentucky dude, he just had to do one lap, and he secured his win in the B-Vet class. In fact, I'm the only B guy to actually attempt this. And so he's like, why not help? I'm not racing for anything other than just trying. So thank you, Jeff. Because you did that, I was like, man, if I can't get up this hill by myself, I have no business trying to third lap and just delaying this race forever. And so, anyways, yeah, I got up the hardest part of something special. But yeah, I honestly think if I would have gotten up this a little easier and with no help, more than likely I would have gone out for another lap, just to be honest. Because why the heck? Anyways, this was getting close to the end of the video. Just want to say this is an experience. It was awesome. I love the support everybody provided from the moment we all.
Alright, so it's dark. I just finished riding, so that means I did the night moto. Signed off thinking, done for the day, awesome. Let's go watch the night moto. And then people started coming up and like, hey, did you know you qualified? I'm like, no, I didn't. I did not qualify. Turns out I did. So with that in mind, I got to thank a lot of people. The Frankfurts for just the bike lamp. Thank you. Donnie Arnett, thank you for let me use your helmet. And sorry, I put the crack in the visor. You don't know about that yet, but you will. And then, so yeah, used his task. He had the helmet lights. JT Black for all the wiring assistance, and then Jeremy for just the encouragement, just helping out. That was awesome. So anyways, it takes a village apparently if you qualify for the night race. So anyways, I had a great time. Made it up to something special. Tried it back in the summer and it kicked my butt, and it still kicked my butt at night after doing like 90 miles. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Oh wait, but next race, Hillbilly GP Peace Valley. That's down near Kabul, South Central Missouri, December 16th. To find out more information about this awesome race, it'll be the second time we've ever raced there. Go to www.hillbillygp.com. See you there for real now. Bye.